We're here in my office. This is my studio setup. I just went and installed the PUTORSEN triple monitor setup. I want to go over it. I actually have two separate PCs. So one has the laptop and two monitors, and then the other has this little mini screen and then one additional support monitor. I want to go over the actual triple stem monitor setup. A little bit of housekeeping before I show the product. Number one, it is super heavy duty. It can support up to 44 pounds. That's per monitor, which is crazy. Now, also important thing to note, it says you can install it with one person. I highly recommend, especially when you're dealing with your monitors, have a second person there with you, especially when installing them, because it can get kind of dangerous. And if you drop a monitor, you're probably gonna lose that monitor. That's the housekeeping out of the way. Let's go ahead and show the actual product because it is really nice. Now, forgive me, we are gonna get some weird angles going in order to show you this. Stick with me now. First off, the entire install process is going to take place with 3 different size Allen keys. The install itself, given that the monitors are already out of the way, can be done with one person quite easily. Now, once you have installed everything and got the monitors up there, which realistically one person should take less than an hour, pretty easy, pretty seamless, you are going to want to use the Allen key to go ahead and adjust the tension on the arms. That is going to be individually different per the monitor that you're putting on, but once you've got that right, you'll be able to have it stick and stay static wherever you place it. See, I moved it down. I can move it back up. It'll stay exactly where I want it. You also have full rotation. I'm not going to rotate it, but you can rotate it any orientation you want. You can have your big monitor up top and then the 2 centered. You could have the big monitor down low, 2 centered top. You could have them all vertical, where you have 3 monitors right next to each other that are all vertical, whatever you want. You've also got angles to change how the monitor is oriented this way. I am gonna leave it just like this. Now you will notice I have some overlap here on this monitor. Again, like I said, I'm actually running 2 entirely separate computers here. So when I'm actually using my additional monitor, I actually just lower this down so there's no overlap. If I wanted to, I could actually just move all the monitor arms up on the pole and have no overlap at all, but I kind of like this setup. Now let's jump into the actual device itself. Like I said, I'm sorry for the awkward angles. You are gonna have VESI mount plates for all 3. Now, important thing to note, depending on your monitors as well, you might have a concave like this one and this one, you'll see there. So I had to use some spacers to get that flush and fitted. Now you can also adjust this for the angle of viewing on the monitor like that. Now, if we scope into the actual device itself here, the top mount for the primary monitor is extremely robust. This nut right here is going to be what adjusts the viewing angle like that. Each of the mounts has a tensioner bracket right here to hold it where you'd like. As far as cable management goes, you have these cable management brackets right here. Really effective. It keeps it clean and nice all the way down the entire device. You see here, scope in so that you can take a look at that. As far as the actual desk bracket itself, there are 2 ways. You can actually do a drilled hole, or you can just do the method that I went with, which is just clamp style right there. If we can get that to focus. Let's take a look from this angle too. The pole itself is actually extremely long, much longer than you probably need. The reason for that being you can actually adjust largely how tall or short your entire setup is. So basic overview, this is a massive upgrade from what I was using before. I was using a dual monitor arm setup. Actually, although it was rated to be able to hold the weight of my monitors, it didn't do such a great job. It would lag, it would push against the back wall and sort of lean, which I have a standing desk working in conjunction with this. So it effectively made my standing desk unable to go up and down because it would scratch the wall. What I mean by that is the arms were bowing out and touching the wall, so it was using the wall as a support system. With this, that is not the case. This holds perfectly. Everything is situated exactly where I need it to be. I have perfect compression on both arms so I can move the monitors wherever I want. No problems at all. And honestly, I'm not even maxing this thing out. I'm not even using monitors as big as I could or as powerful, as heavy as I could if I wanted to. PUTORSEN really made a crazy triple monitor arm setup with this. It works extremely well. I highly recommend you check it out. Install is easy. Functionality is fantastic. You are going to love your new setup. Check it out.